Alright, breaking news, breaking news. Belal Muhammad is out of his title fight against Shavkat Rakhmonov on December 7th. Now this unfortunate news comes just 19 days after it was announced that they would be headlining UFC 310. But the good news is that there is still time to find a replacement for that date. Now, as for Belal's injury, he announced in a social media post that he contracted a bone infection in his foot. And if you look at the photos, it appears the bone infection occurred in his middle left toe. And the first sighting of this report actually came out last week from ex-user CLE Hooper on December 22nd, and if that's true, Belal got this bone infection around 10 days after the fight was announced, which is just crazy unfortunate circumstances for him. Now as for Belal's recovery, he's going to be out for a minute. In his social media post, he wrote that he will be on antibiotics for the next 6 weeks with no physical activity. And if you saw the state Belal was in his last fight, this has to be devastating, right? Because his whole endocrine system is going to be shot by the time he gets off those antibiotics and returns to training. But moving on from the sad news with Belal, Shavkat still needs an opponent for December 7th, so who should he fight? For me, there's 4 names that come to mind. Ian Gary, who's currently left without an opponent for UFC Tampa on December 14th. JDM, who actually called out Shavkat after his last fight. Sean Brady, just because he's high up in the rankings right now, or you guessed it, Joaquin Numansa Buckley. Now keep in mind, Numansa wants one more fight before the end of the year. He probably would have called out Shavkat after his win at UFC 307, but believes Shavkat would get the next title shot. They both finished Wonder Boy in their last fights, which warranted Shavkat a title shot, and Usman seems to be ghosting Buckley's call out for the end of the year. Let me know who you guys want to see Shavkat fight at UFC 310, or if you think the UFC is going to scrap that fight altogether for another championship bout. Also, let me know if you're sympathizing with Belal for his injury, or if you're pissed that he's not fighting Shavkat. And if you're still listening, go tap into my video on CTE and the UFC right here on the screen. Alright guys, I'll be back with another video real soon. Peace.